I had to shoot another intro and outro to this video because somebody deleted the footage. But don't worry, I put the same shirt back on to maintain continuity. Except, I had longer facial hair then, so... Anyway, welcome back to Overvolted. I'm Steven, and today we are playing with 3D printers. Specifically, we're unboxing a new 3D printer that I just got. And if that sounds boring to you, don't be mistaken, this is not your grandma's inkjet. Why should you care about 3D printers? Because you should. They're awesome. It's amazing the amount of stuff that you can just either take from files online or design yourself and just print it out and have it right in front of you. This is the future. 3D printers can be used for complex things like designing your own products, or just simple things like printing out little toys or gifts for the kids or a chess set or whatever you want to print. And you can customize it and you can make it whatever color you want and you can paint them and it's amazing. And you don't even have to do all this custom work designing anything. You can just lean on all the other people who put in all those hours and all that work and then posted them online for free. And there is a vast library of things that people have put out there for all of your favorite TV shows, your favorite games, your favorite movies, all your favorite hobbies. You almost always can find what you're looking for. This is as close as we get to the Jetsons. Anyway, on to the video. Okay, so this is the Ender 3 Max Neo. This is one of the latest generations of the Ender 3 line. Basically, to summarize all the specs, it's bigger, it's faster, it's better, more stable. So let's unbox it. Now, this is actually a little bit of a duo video here because not only am I unboxing the Ender 3 Max Neo, but I also bought this from one of those pallet return type people. So this was returned to the store and then I got it on eBay for a discount. So I'm gonna see if it even works. First thing I notice on that note is that stuck to the packing tape, there are some hairs. So that's something special you only get on eBay. Ooh. This is a very low budget YouTube studio here because I need to get some B-roll shots and I do not have another camera. So I think I might just go steal my wife's phone for a minute and, you know, get some footage. Okay, so far we've got the user manual and some stickers. That's really nice to see. I'm never gonna use those. We've got some PLA filament that they've included on a spool, which is also really cool. I think the first printer I ever got just had it all wound up in a little bundle, so it's nice to get a larger amount and on a spool. And if this is your first printer, you could actually take it out of the box, assemble it, and have what you need to start printing. Let's see what else we have. All right, so under this little trap door, we've got the screen that you're going to control the device from, it looks like. It's very nicely wedged in there, so let's pull that out. That looks beautiful. We'll see it when it's all connected later. The filament that I took out earlier, boom. And then a little box of goodies that we're gonna try to pull out one-handed here. Oh, look at that. It looks like it gives you some extra nozzles, some tools, some wrenches, zip ties, everything you need to go to get started, and a power cord. How nice. So far, I don't see anything that's too strange about this eBay return item. But there's still a lot more of unboxing to do, so let's take a peek. Oh, very pretty, very pretty. It's got a nice looking glass bed, and it has these dual Z-axis rods for better stabilization, so hopefully that helps out. So another thing that looks really cool about this model, and I think all the new models that Creality, another hair, all the new models that Creality are putting out lately is that it's mostly assembled for you. The belts are already ran, even probably pre-tensioned pretty well, but we're gonna go through that and check all that anyway. The motor's are already on, even the print head is attached to the frame, and you might just need some adjustment on the wheels. So step one, whoa, I'm tied down to a cord. This thing had an umbilical cord that I almost yanked out, cutting off feeding supply to the top part. Let's try to see what order we need to pull this out in. So as far as the eBay return goes, this doesn't really look like it was used. This plastic film is still on it. It looks like maybe it was pulled up on the side, but it definitely gets very firm the more you go to the middle. It doesn't look like it was put back on. And on the bed itself, you cannot see any signs of where it was used before, so I might have lucked out. You're probably asking yourself, why would you buy an eBay returned printer that you want to actually work? Because it was cheaper. I think this thing normally costs around $350, $375, maybe even $400, and I got it for $270-ish. So it definitely saves $100 or so. And if $100 is that barrier to entry for someone to get into 3D printing, I think this is definitely worth it. And as long as you know a little bit or can look up online a little bit about what to tweak and what to tighten to make sure it's all assembled right, then you'll be fine. I'm just gonna pull this whole thing out. All right, I've got it all out here in front of me, and I will say this thing looks pretty good. I don't see any signs of use at all. So if it was used, it was very minimally. So as long as it powers on, I think it's a pretty good buy. I pretty much just have to attach halve number 1 to halve number 2 and bolt it on, I'm assuming, and we're off to the races. Look at all these fun red accents that make it look so cool and gamery. I like it. We're gonna see if it prints any good. If not, it's at least pretty. So I'm gonna open up my little bag of goodies that they gave me and kind of sort through them. We've got some nozzles and some Bowden tube. Do you guys know how to pronounce that? It's this little white thing that goes here. Anyway, we've got some clips that attach it at either end and make sure it doesn't come out. That's nice to see. We've got a flash drive included, and normally Creality includes some test prints on there that you can do. So right out of the gate, you can just pop this bad boy in and print a cat. Spatula, power cord, quality certified. Aha, bolts. We've got some bolts to mount these two pieces together. They are pretty long boys, but there's only 4 of them and there's 4 holes, so it should be pretty simple. I think you can figure it out. All right, take a look at that. So the 2 pieces are joined together. Pretty simple. The bolts are extra long, so it takes a little bit of winding with these little tools, but it does go together. And feels pretty solid. So next up, we're just going to attach our screen to the side of the unit here and plug in that multicolored rainbow cable there and plug in to these stepper motors. So let's go ahead and attach that and plug in these couple cables. They have all the wires for this tucked in underneath that you just plug into each stepper motor. There's one there. There's another motor back here, but it's already plugged in, so you don't need to worry about that. All right, so the screen is in, the stepper motors are plugged in. It is a super easy assembly, and things look really nice. Look at this, it even comes with this nice little drawer. How fancy. And just like that, my wife came and stole back her phone that I was using for B-roll video. So that's the end of those beautiful shots. Subscribe and give this video a like if you want me to get another camera. One last thing, I'm gonna go over some of the highlights of this printer versus some of the other printers on the market. There's a lot of good ones out there. There's a lot of bad ones out there. So like with anything, you've got to read reviews, watch videos, do your homework. But this guy is a pretty reasonable price for a large print volume. It's 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters by 320 high. It comes with the BL Touch already connected and wired in. It comes with the aluminum extruder arms, these pretty red accents, glass table, dual Z-axis rods for stability. But I'm not gonna read the internet to you, link in the description. Let's print a cat. Okay, I have a confession to make. It was me who accidentally deleted the footage. And this isn't my real facial hair. I know. And when I went to print that cat, this time Creality didn't even include a cat STL with this printer. So I had to print a bunny. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video and it sparked your interest in 3D printing. If so, let me know in the comments, and if not, I hope it was at least entertaining. I would point you at another 3D printing video that I have, but this is a brand new channel and I haven't created any of those yet. but they're coming. So instead, how about you just go watch all my videos? There's only 2 others. You have time.